Abby Blain, Property Brokers Property Management. I'm the Business Development Manager from the Papamoa and Te Puke office. So today I have the incredible Tristan Hewitt joining me. Tristan is the Director and Owner and a Financial Advisor for Rapson Loans and Finance Limited. So welcome Tristan, thanks for coming along. So tell us, it's all been a little bit doom and gloom in the mortgage space. And I understand though, we're hearing a bit more positivity coming back in, which I love. So tell me, what's going on?
Yeah, there was definitely a period where there was not a huge amount of activity. There were listings were decreasing. People weren't being able to get money as easily. But since the election, definitely we've seen an uptick in the activity, and the banks are lending money or throwing money away in the right direction, of course. So yeah, it's a good thing happening at the moment.
Brilliant. So, what changes have actually come into effect or are due to come into effect that will benefit existing investors?
Probably a few that are in there. Definitely the investor tax deductibility that's come back in has meant that investors can have a portion of tax deductibility, and that's increasing over a period of time to 100%. We have had changes to the triple CFA as well, so it's meaning that less and less onus is being put on us and banks to have to trawl through bank statements to make sure that you're not spending money on coffee
Or
or
fish and chips?
yeah, or lotto tickets. So that those two probably have made the biggest difference, and it's created a whole lot more confidence for investors to act. After the election, we had a record number of inquiries through our website in one day, so it was almost an instant effect.
How good. So, are you seeing any changes to the time it takes for banks to actually approve applications? What's happening there?
Yeah, it's a good question. When we were, say, 3 or 4 months ago, 6 months ago, there were it was taking 1 or 2 days for the main banks to pick up applications and turning deals around even within the same day if they were clean, easy, simple deals. Now what's happened is in the retail space, so the mum and dad, house owner and investor space, with all of the banks, it's taking probably 6 to 7 working days before they actually pick up an application.
Wow.
And it does depend on the bank.
Yeah.
So not all the banks are the same. And in the business space, because I dabble quite a lot in the business and commercial lending, excuse me, that's probably taken between 7 and 10 working days. So it's more because those deals are more complicated generally. There's a little bit more time it takes to knit those together. So yeah, it does depend on the bank again. And a good deal packaged up well, which we generally do, we can tend to turn those around as quickly as possible.
Brilliant. So are you seeing any trends? So who's doing what? Are we looking at first home buyers, are investors, existing investors? Are they looking to purchase or, are we getting new investors into the market?
That's a good question as well. 6 months ago, we were probably 85% of our deals that we were doing first home buyers. We're still seeing the majority of our clients as first home buyers, but that's definitely changed. Like I said, in that week following the election, I had 3 inquiries for investors wanting to buy their first investment property, as well as I had 3 to buy their second and third investment property. So there's been a change. We've also, in the last sort of 2 or 3 months, with the pressure that's becoming in on the business, because we're seeing this real recession. It's not quite the word, it's just an easing in. I think it's an ebb and flow, having winter, interest rates high. What we're seeing is more businesses needing to borrow money for cash flow or assets to grow their business income and that sort of thing. So we've definitely had an uptick in investments. So I've got a number of clients who are looking to purchase their third or fourth or fifth investment property. So it's really exciting.
Yeah,
really cool.
that is exciting. It's exciting, it's positive, and it's all good stuff, which is fantastic. So, in terms of the banks, have they upped their game? What incentives are they offering people to sort of move banks, come to them? What's happening there?
So the banks have been pretty consistent through that period. Where there was a real lull, the banks were paying 1% cash contribution. So on $1 million, that's quite a bit of money. So but they've eased that back to about 0.8%. That's still a meaningful amount of money, and what that means generally is that we have clients who get all their legal costs paid, their due diligence costs paid, and then come out the other side with this property that they've got from an investment perspective. And of course, any of those costs that you bear in terms of the transaction, like a legal cost or a valuation, maybe not necessary, they're tax deductible. So that's a great thing.
Oh, brilliant. So it seems to me like things are looking up, which is great. So thank you for giving us some positive news and thank you for coming along. So I hope everyone has a great day in Property Brokers Country, and we'll see you again soon.
Thank you.